A soft whisper moved across Dubai that night. It was gentle like the desert wind, but sharp like a secret that had finally escaped. People stopped walking. People turned their heads. Something important was happening. Sheikh Hamdan, a man whose words could change an entire room, had announced that he would speak a name. Just one name, but whose? The city became quiet. The palace lights shivered like they were nervous. People gathered outside in small circles, talking in low voices. Maybe it's a new baby. Someone said, maybe a new princess. Another whispered, a tribute, a promise, a message we don't understand. Everyone wanted an answer. Everyone felt that this name was not simple. It carried weight, it carried history. But Sheikh Hamdan stood calm, like a man who had been ready for this moment for many years. He looked steady, peaceful, but inside him, his heart was full. He had held this truth for so long that finally speaking it felt like releasing a breath he had kept locked inside. The people waited. The sky seemed to lean closer. The air grew still. Then he stepped forward. He did not raise his voice. He did not try to sound dramatic. He simply spoke with a quiet strength, a softness that felt stronger than thunder. He said only one name, Hadia. The crowd froze. The world felt silent for a heartbeat. And then another, just one name, but it felt like a story by itself. People asked each other, Hadia, who is she? Why her? What does this mean? But you already knew, because long ago she was the woman who held his poems like lanterns, tiny lights he trusted her to keep safe. She was the woman who carried his dreams as if they were fragile birds with trembling wings. She walked beside him in memories that never faded, memories that stayed alive even when time moved forward. She was not just part of his past, she was the book he never finishing writing, the poem he never stopped feeling. For years, he tried to keep her name hidden, not because he forgot, but because remembering her too much. He wrote poems that circled around her. He wrote about the moon, the wind, the desert, hope, loss, but every metaphor was secretly her. Every silence in his lines was her absence. Every heartbeat in his words was her shadow. You always wondered if he still wrote her, if he still carried her in the quiet rooms of his heart, if he still leaned toward the thought of her smile. Tonight, you received your answer. He did not explain anything to the crowd. He did not say why her name mattered. He did not tell the story behind it. He did not need to, because sometimes love doesn't need details. Sometimes one name is enough to show the whole truth. After the announcement, he walked away from the podium. He was not smiling, but there was peace in his eyes, the kind of peace people feel when they stop fighting their own heart. Inside the palace, he stood by the window. The city was quiet. Lights shimmered far away like distant memories. He whispered something too soft for anyone to hear except the night itself. A name spoken is a love revealed. For years, he hid her name the way someone hides a precious treasure they are afraid to lose. He kept it close to his heart. He guarded it, he protected it. But tonight he realized something. Hiding her name was like hiding the sun. It did not stop the light, it only hurt the heart that tried to hide it. People outside still wondered, why her? What does this mean? Is she someone important? Is she from his past? Is she a symbol? They did not understand. Maybe they never would, but you understood immediately. You remember the way he used to write as if her heartbeat were the ink. You remember the way he spoke about her with devotion that tasted like destiny. You remembered how he carried her laughter inside him like a song that never stopped playing. Some loves don't end, some names don't fade, some stories pause but never close. He closed his eyes at the window, and you could almost see the years inside him. Years when he loved her quietly, years when he wrote boldly, years when he tried to bury memories that refused to stay buried. Tonight, he let all of that rise to the surface. He allowed the truth to breathe. He allowed the heart to speak. He allowed himself to stop pretending he had moved on. The name he announced was not for attention, not for applause, not for headlines or gossip. It was a tribute, a confession, a surrender, a way of saying without saying it. I still love her. People may think it was symbolic. They may think it was poetic. They may guess a thousand wrong stories. But you know the real one. His poems were always a map leading back to her. Every verse was a footprint. Every line was a quiet confession. Every thought returned to the same place. Hadia, always Hadia. No distance changed that, no time erased it, no silence killed it. She remained the unfinished poem in his soul, the gentle ache he carried, the inspiration that never left. Love like that doesn't disappear, it hides, it waits, it glows quietly like a small flame that refuses to die. And one day, one night, it rises, like dawn, like truth, like something that waited for the right moment to be spoken aloud. Tonight was that moment. He did not just announce a name, he opened a door he had kept locked for years. He revealed a heartbeat, a memory, a devotion that still lived deep inside him. Only people who know true love, real love, will understand what his whisper meant, and her name, Hadia, is now the light he no longer hides.